In the construction and oil and gas industries, every second counts when an accident happens. A minor cut can become infected, a slip can turn into a spinal injury, and a chemical burn, that's a race against time. As a safety officer with years of experience, I've seen how quick, proper first aid saves lives before medics arrive. Today, I am breaking down the must know first aid responses for high risk environments. No fluff, just real world protocols. Let's get into it. Let's start with core priorities for industrial first aid. On construction and oil and gas sites, you will face five major risks: deep cuts, burns, falls, electrical shocks, and chemical exposure. Your response follows the golden rule. First, stabilize the victim, stop bleeding were hazards. Then assess their condition. Only evacuate if the area is unsafe or advanced care is needed. And critical, never render aid without PPE. Gloves and eye protection shield you from bloodborne pathogens and splashes. Remember, no heroics without protection. Now, deep cuts and severe bleeding common from tools or metal edges. Here's the drill. First, control bleeding. Pack the wound with gauze and press harder than you think. If blood is spurting, apply a tourniquet 2 inches above the wound. Next, prevent shock. Lay the victim flat and elevate their legs, unless you suspect spinal injury from a fall. Finally, contamination risk. If the wound is on the chest or abdomen, seal it with an occlusive dressing like petroleum gauze to prevent air entry. I've seen punctured lungs from untreated chest wounds. Don't skip this step. Up next, burns. Industrial sites bring two types, chemical and thermal, and each needs a different response. For chemical burns, strip contaminated clothing immediately. Chemicals keep burning through fabric. Flush with water for 20 plus minutes, except for dry lime or phenol, which react with water. Check the safety data sheet. Some chemicals need specific antidotes for thermal burns from welding, steam, etc. Cool with lukewarm water, ice causes frostbite. Cover loosely with non-stick gauze. Cotton fibers stick to wounds. I've treated a worker who rinsed a chemical burn for only 5 minutes. The damage worsened overnight. Time matters. Electrical shocks are silent killers. Here's the protocol. Never touch the victim until power is confirmed off. Use a non-conductive hook or shut off the source. Check breathing. If they're unresponsive, start CPR immediately. Electricity can stop the heart. Look for entry and exit wounds. Even small marks hide severe internal burns. On a rig, I saw a man survive 240-volt shock but collapse hours later from hidden tissue damage. Always get them to a hospital, even if they heal fine. Falls from height demand spinal precautions. Here's how to respond. Assume spinal injury. Hold their head steady until a cervical collar is applied. No twisting. Log roll only if vomiting blocks their airway, and use 3 plus people to keep the spine aligned. Never move them unless the area is unsafe. Fire, gas. A co-worker once dragged a fall victim by his arms. Permanent paralysis followed. Improper movement kills. Finally, H2S exposure, a leading killer in oil and gas. Respond like this. Never enter without an SCBA, self-contained breathing apparatus. H2S knocks you out in seconds. Drag the victim upwind to fresh air. Every second counts. Start CPR if pulseless. Use an AED if available. I've seen 2 workers collapse trying to save one. No oxygen equals no rescue. Wait for hazmat if you lack gear. These protocols save lives, but only if you drill them. Review your site's emergency plans today. Like this video if it clarified critical steps, share it with your crew, and subscribe for more real-world safety tactics. Stay sharp, stay safe.